The Trump administration is attempting to eliminate the rights of transgender people.
The Trump administration wants to legally define transgender out of existence.
Firmly and definitively state that there are only two genders among humanity. Just two.
Do the Martians have two sexes, like we do?
Is President Donald Trump about to delete transgender people? Reading the New York Times, you might think so, but that's not what's happening. I'm Anders Hagstrom, and these are the facts. The Times says that Trump could render transgender people legally non-existent with a, quote, new definition of sex. That's right, if they speed on the freeway, police officers won't be able to see them, their driver's licenses will disappear, and they won't be able to vote. Not quite. The New York Times' language here implies that the Trump administration is doing something unprecedented, but what they're actually considering is going back to the government's pre-Obama definition of sex. The Obama administration's policy was to legally recognize a trans person's new gender and give them Title IX protections. The argument was that when Congress banned sex discrimination in Title IX, they meant that to include gender identity, meaning that even if you were born male, the federal government would call you female if you wanted. The Trump administration's memo says that doesn't make any sense biologically, and so it may go back to the traditional definition that your birth sex is your sex and that there's no legal way to change it. Now, does that somehow delete transgender people from existence? No, they'd still be able to get driver's license, vote, and all the other things that you interact with the government for.
What
Hang in there.
can I do
Well, I was hoping you could run a play.
for you
Well, I was hoping you could.
today?
The difference would be that the federal government would call them male if they were born male and female if they were born female. It would also no longer protect a trans person's ability to choose things like what bathroom they want to use.
I can't even tell the bathrooms apart!
Now, whether this change ever actually happens remains to be seen. Remember when Trump said he was going to ban transgender people from the military? Yeah, that never actually happened. And now let's go to some of your comments from last week's video about Hollywood banning Disney movies. Oh, yes, they did. Francis Price says, hey, let's get rid of Hollywood. We have enough movies in DVD to last generations. No more millions in their pockets, no more mansions, fancy cars, all gone. I think it's hilarious that he we have enough movies. We've reached a critical mass of movies. Movies are not high art. Movies aspire to what literature is. Glenn E. Kirk says, God, what BS, give me a break. I'm so fed up with all of this type of garbage. I think this comment could literally be copy-pasted to any news article from any outlet for the past 2 years, and it would be perfectly relevant. Shirley Closser says, OMG, now they're messing with fairy tales. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like our page here at the DCNF Presents the Facts and our friends over at American Voices and the Daily Caller. And if you're watching on Facebook, you can like my page in the description. Thanks for watching.